Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Olivia and today I am 27. Like literally today is my birthday. And I just wanted to dress up. I wish I had done this in the morning, but I feel like on your birthday you should dress up, do a little something fun. So I'm gonna be dressing up, talking about how I feel about being 27, as well as chit chat about life experiences. So if you're interested, please stay tuned, grab your cup of coffee, your drink, whatever it is, and let's get into it. Hey guys, so today is January 25 and it's my birthday. I don't know, I feel grown. Like it's really like dawning in on me that damn, I'm getting up there. So for this makeup look, I'm gonna use the Ordinary exfoliating toner. I'm not really going anywhere. At least, I hadn't really planned on doing much. I have a dinner on Friday night with a couple friends and my sisters. So I'm excited for that. But today I had to work because it's Wednesday. I'd actually planned on doing this as soon as I woke up, but honestly, as soon as I opened my laptop to check, there were a bunch of messages and I just had to get to work. So yeah, my day's about over since I started early today. And so I'm gonna get ready. It's freezing outside, but I'm still gonna try and go out. I'm gonna go to Georgetown and return a couple things, and then I'm gonna go to the mall. I already bought like an Aritzia dress today online. Like that was an unplanned purchase, but I've been eyeing Aritzia for a while, so finally got an Aritzia staple in my closet. So let's get started. Grab your drink or whatever it is. Look at that. But yeah, cheers to me and my birthday and to a great year. I didn't even tell you the thing I did, but coconut body butter, as well as the Palmer's cocoa butter formula. It's a handful, but again, I feel like I've said it before. Well, although I didn't post that video. But go with your own like guidance on that one. I like putting thicker stuff on my face because my skin is so dry in the winter. I wasn't gonna do lashes, but I've been loving a good lash look, so it's gonna have to be. Got my lashes from Amazon. This year I'm working on being more positive, appreciating the small things in life and not stressing out too much, because I'm doing the best that I can. And like I think for a big part of my life I was just so hard on myself. I was just like, oh, I have to do better, which is a good thing. Like, you have to push your own self. But I also think that now that I've come to a certain, age and like place in life, I'm like, Olivia, you worked hard. Like, just chill, you can chill. But again, like as I say, comparison is a thief of joy, because every time I see like my cybersecurity friends, I'm like, oh my god, like I need to be working harder, I need to be doing this, you know what I mean? Like I am constantly, especially like professionally, I feel like I went off top, but especially professionally, I think that's like the one area that really gets me. I'm like, oh, like constantly in this zone of I need to be in a certain place. But honestly, like this last year, and I haven't talked about this, but yeah, last year I quit my job like without having anything lined up. I quit because it was such a toxic environment. Literally, I got so sick. I was sick. Like in a week, I lost like 10 pounds. Like literally like an accumulation of stress literally from that place. I'm not gonna say it's the only thing, but it definitely contributed. And like that one week, I took a week off of work. I literally got better. And honestly, it was stressful as well, but at the same time I felt calm because I was praying. And like that's one of the things that really got better, like my relationship with God. And literally it was on my list of things that I wanted to accomplish last year. I was praying every day. I was like, God, please just hear me. And seriously, like a bunch of things happened, and all of a sudden I had a job at a company I've wanted to work for a long time, and like I got a pay bump. Like it was a good pay bump. And so I was like, thank you God, thank you God. But at the same time, I'm like, why I even started talking about this is like being proud of myself and just like having some time to just chill, to be like, okay, you know what, it's in the hands of God, and just slow down, Olivia, don't stress out. Because I feel like, you know, there's this video I saw online where there was this woman who said how to, I think it was like how to calm your anxiety, and then she was like, just slow down. And like sometimes I catch myself doing that, like, you know, you're just moving around, you're like, just calm down, do it slowly. It's okay. Because literally the, like, I feel like the anxiety is in me because I'm like, oh, I have to go, I have to do this, I have to do that, you know what I mean? Like, so this year I'm taking my time, I'm accomplishing my goals, but I'm praying more. I'm starting to praying to rely on God and what he wants for me in my life. And so far, trusting him has worked out, of course. I have the Bible app, so I'm focusing on reading the Bible in a year. So I have the plan, and so far I finished Genesis. And honestly, like, the stories in the Bible honestly is so entertaining. I was like, oh my god, like, let me read what happens next. And so then I'll tell you that really about the Bible. I feel like, especially at the beginning, the, you know, Genesis, Leviticus, like those kind of books, like, they feel like hard to read. You know, I don't want to, it's tough when you get into it. It's really not, it's really just the plan of the evil one to distract you, make you think the Bible is hard. I think it's important to also just pray at the start of, you know, reading the Bible, you know, ask to, you know, get clarity and stuff like that. And sometimes I, like, literally when I'm praying, I'll have like these ideas or these like things pop up in my mind. I sometimes even read things that I needed to hear. Like, literally the other day I was like, can I be a good Christian? Like, you know, as I get into this journey, you know, I think being a Christian is, you know, can be a lot, especially when I read some of the things in the Bible about persecution and, like, you know, people being so against. And even when I look at the world today, like, everything like has some kind of evil energy attached to it, like music, like some of the some of the things I see, and they talk about art, and I'm like, it's everywhere, right? It's everywhere. And so I'm like, can I resist? You know, am I gonna be a Christian that God will be proud of, and he's gonna be like, yeah, like, can I, you know, because I now when I listen to my music, I'm like, oh my god, everything everything in my phone, not everything, but majority of things, like, probably have to go. So I was thinking that, and as I opened my Bible, literally in Psalms, there was a whole bunch of verses talking about. All right, so my paraphrasing wasn't necessarily that clear, so I decided to just put the text, you know, so we just got it straight from the source. So it says, teach me, Lord, the way of your decrees, that I may follow it to the end. Give me understanding so that I may keep your law and obey it with all my heart. Take away the disgrace I dread, for your laws are good. That's what I was thinking. And so it was honestly beautiful. So yeah, that's one of the things this year. That's how I feel like, you know, I want to continue to explore my relationship with God. I want that to be first, because sometimes I'm like, oh, but I have to focus on that, like you know, looking in the back, you know, and I need to move forward. And I feel like sometimes when negative things are happening, I'm like, oh, it's so negative. But then I realize that a lot of things that have happened have led me to better things. Sometimes it's been very impactful, but other times it's also been like a real save. You know, like, I felt like God didn't want me to do that. You know, like, one prime example is a semester in college where I wanted to study abroad. And seriously, I feel like so many things were against me doing it. Like, it was so tough. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, why is this so against me? Like, my passport was off, like, there was just so many hurdles happening for whatever reason, and no matter what I did, it just wasn't working out. So I didn't get to go. Like, my roommate and I literally had planned on going. Like, it was gonna be this cute European adventure, and I didn't get to go on that trip, and I was so sad. But honestly, The trip was gonna be like in the Czech Republic, and like a lot of the black, dark-skinned women who went there thought it was, not necessarily favorable to black women. A couple years later, my senior year, my final semester, I got to go to Italy, to Florence, which was a great trip. Like, honestly, I think that was the trip I was just meant to go on. It was a great way for me to end my college experience. Honestly, I think that was God intervening. He was like, no, you don't need to go to the Czech Republic. You don't need to go there, Olivia. I have something else planned for you. And I'm not saying that Florence was perfect either. Like, racism exists everywhere. But it's definitely better, at least in terms of, cultural, like, diversity. So anyways, and there are so many things, like breakups or whatever it is. And I'm like, in hindsight, truly God was like, Olivia, this isn't it. This isn't it. So yeah, I'm starting to learn to just let God, just let him. Again, it's hard to not stress out and be like, oh my God, what can I do? And like, I think one of the things too that I get like confused about is like, okay, is this opportunity being sent to me and I'm supposed to be doing something and I'm not doing it, I'm like, God, is this what I asked for? Is this what you just said? And I'm just like, oh, there's no sign. Because I've heard stories like that where someone is like drowning or something and he asks God, and like some people come and then he's like, no, I'm waiting for God, something like that. So I don't want that to be me. I'm like, if I find an opportunity, like, how do I know? But of course, I think it's about prayer as well. Like, I think even in, like, when I read the Bible and I think of the story of Jesus and how people didn't believe that he was the Messiah when he came. And I wonder, like, if he did come today, would I know that it's him, Like, could I have been one of the non-believers? And I'm like, but how would they have known? And there are so many like complexities with that, but at the same time, I think that's why prayer is so important. Being able to try and connect with God. Because I'm like, when in doubt, I feel like the color is not right because I did not apply my concealer and I don't like this. But I rebuke that because I would know that he is him. I would, of course, pray. I'm gonna pray and ask, like, God, is this him? And I hope that God would, give me a sign and be like, yeah, he is. It is him. Just like God has appeared to many people to tell them things. So I guess I don't have to think about that problem. But anyways, answering my own question then, when in doubt about what you should do, turn to God and ask him, like, please send me a sign, conviction, whatever it is, to let me know that this is what you want me to do. And it's not just my mind, it's not just my thoughts. I can't believe my birthday's already come and gone. It's like 5. Yeah, and today I feel mature, I feel grown, like I feel, like everything's gonna be okay pretty much. With the administration, like, to be honest, feel like the energy, like this like shift in energy. And I was like, oh. But again, this is God. It's it's God's world at the end. If he let this happen, then I'm sure that we'll figure out what the point of it is eventually. So I think that we'll be okay. We pray in Jesus' name. I didn't want to do like a full glam, but I'm already at it, I guess. Ooh. Look at that. I almost did that guy's dance. Yeah, so anyways, I feel like at the start of, last year, all that, like, my birthday would be this weird moment, like, but now I just feel at ease. Like, I feel better, you know. And I've been fasting a lot more. I've been praying more, like asking for guidance, asking for God to just help me, like, you know, see exactly what I'm doing here, what we're all doing here. And honestly, I think the Bible is so beautiful when, you know, it like tells us like that, you know, God knew us before we even were. And I think that's so beautiful. Like, I think there's some like built-in urges that I have, like my love for travel in New York and all that. And so I'm planning, I want to like act more on those things this year. You know, if it means like moving, you know, seeing where everything goes. You see the gist, like, look at these curls. Alright guys, I ended up doing my nails. It's not fully dry yet, but here's a final look. What do you think? Let me put my light closer. Look at the glow. Honestly, I have to thank the cocoa butter for this, but yeah, this was nice. I'm happy. I wish I had done this in the day, but it's okay. I'm gonna go to the mall right now. Before it gets too dark, I'm gonna head out, get to the mall, buy my dress. Hopefully I found the dress I'm looking for, you know, a dress with like you know, a built-in scarf, if you want to say that. And yeah, I'm really excited for this week. I think today went well. I feel grown. I feel 27. I know it's not the end of the world, but you know, I do feel like I'm becoming but it's a good feeling, I would say. It's good. I'm glad. I feel like I'm also at a place in my life where, yeah, like I feel like I am where I'm supposed to be. Even if not everything is there, I'm grateful, and I'm learning to just embrace the small moments, be thankful to God for everything that I do have. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and please leave down in the comments any experiences that you've had, whether it's with God, your job, or, you know, if you ever felt even different when you turn a certain age. And so yeah, that's where the video ends. Hope you have a great one. Bye.